last year, have you been in the gallery of Tynwald, and where do you get your news from?
That's one interesting. Have you been in Tynwald and where do you get your news from?
Thank you. Unfortunately, I haven't been to public gallery, so that the nature of my job, obviously teaching at present, means I'm not able to get in during sittings. I've been a keen follower of kind of Manx politics since I was at university, and I keep, or try to keep abreast of developments, obviously in the local press, the local media, but I also make use of the Tynwald website, which is absolutely excellent in terms of the listen again features. So you can listen to entire sittings, you can listen to specific aspects of the sitting. I think somebody else has already mentioned, obviously the Hansard extracts are on there, which are the kind of verbatim statements of what was said in the House. So for me, that's how I like to try and engage with it, because I say unfortunately the day job I'm in doesn't permit me time to keep the microphone working or get to the public gallery.
Thank you.
Yes, I have, but again, because of my job, as opposed to being having the time to go on my own stead, it is quite interesting to see how Tynwald work operates, and I'm fascinated by the process. I've not seen how LegCo works. I've not been into the gallery there, but in earlier years I've been into gallery of keys, because I am and have always been quite interested in Manx politics and the news. So where do I get my news from? Well, I get my news from Radio 4 first thing in the morning, then Manx Radio shortly after that, and then reading the local newspapers. I will occasionally listen to the music on Energy or 3FM and also listen to their news as well. And I also get it from Facebook or any of the other outlets of finding out what's going on in the Isle of Man. So where do I get my news from? A large range of sources, but actually probably my preferred is radio, listening to what people have said, listening to people's words rather than what's written there.
Thank you very much. Yes, I've been in gallery. Honestly, I wish all more people would come. I think it's a real shame that so often there's only a handful, if not anyone in the gallery. So I'd like to see ways to bring more people to engage with our Parliament. I think that also perhaps changed how the way people behave, to be honest, if more people came. But where do I get the news from? Well, clearly Jeff the Mongoose is great. One more does an amazing job as well,
Right,
with not many resources, I have to say. I think he does a great job. The whole Manx media PAG, but I enjoy reading the newspapers on Sunday. It's just a bit of a treat for me. Go to Conservatory, lots of coffee, and I read the big papers from cover to cover, really. Thank you.
Unfortunately, I haven't because of work commitments, but like the others, I think social media, the radio, I do listen to the Man in Line every lunchtime. I love that. I think that really is it's what people are talking about, and I do like Mandate on a Monday night too, which I miss tonight because we were travelling here. So, but I also do read Hansard. I really, and have done for about 8 years, and catch up with what's been going on a Tuesday.
Yes, I have been fortunate enough to observe from the gallery, and like Bill, I think it's a real shame that more people don't attend. Perhaps we should start charging admission, and more people might feel they're missing something and go along and observe. Where do I get news from? At the risk of incurring the wrath of the journalists here tonight, I'm not sure how much news is actually out there these days. There's a hell of a lot of opinion. There's not a great deal of news. So yes, I do listen to the news on the radio, watch TV, read the newspapers. However, personally, I would say I get most of my news from discussion with friends, with colleagues. You're going to get opinion anyway, so I'd rather have the opinions of people that I know and trust and whose opinions I know differ from mine, as opposed to somebody else's opinion that I don't know. So it's more from hearsay and talking to colleagues.
I as well haven't had the opportunity to get to the gallery yet, but I was hoping to do tomorrow, 10:30 sharp. But in terms of news, I get most of mine online, and I get it through all different social media forums. Also, I have a weird hobby of liking to read the order paper to see what questions are getting asked. I'm just sort of curious what the House of Keys are thinking is relevant, or what people are wanting to get achieved within their constituencies. So those are sort of the areas I like. And I do like reading the social media, and I do like reading the comments, because sometimes there's points of view that I would never know were there. So it's actually kind of nice to kind of get sort of that side debate as well.
And I haven't been in the Tynwald Chamber personally over the last 12 months, but I've been there online many a time following the debates going through. One of the wonders of having hearing aids which link to your phone is that you can use that as a radio. So I can go anywhere and have Manx Radio broadcasting the Tynwald debates in my ears. I was in the Keys last week. There were only two members of the public in there at that, so I understand the comment that sometimes there's very few people there. But I follow very closely what they're doing. I'll sometimes pick up Hansard, especially if I've seen something in the order papers or the question papers in Tynwald coming up that are of interest. I'll follow it through when the Hansard comes out, and I'm still engaged in research. I make no notes on it. Where do I get my news from? I do listen to some off-island news. I read the Times daily, which doesn't follow my politics, but I find it good writing. I like Radio 4. But I listen an awful lot to Manx Radio and the other radio stations. I follow the local papers. I follow Jeff the Mongoose as well, and have written some things for them. So I keep well up to date with what's going on through those media. Thank you.
Yeah, well, that's good.